So today I'm going to review the Huarache Ultras. I want to talk about one pair in particular, but I have two pairs. I got them about a week apart. And I'll show both of them because they're different color, different style. But there's one in particular where, I think there are some tips and tricks to really get the right one and the right fit for you. So first of all, what I would say is the Ultras, I personally think, are aesthetically better looking than the SD or the regular Huaraches, just because they have a more sleek look to them, and I think they're more comfortable because they're a bit more breathable, they're slightly lighter weight, and a bit more stretchy. So that being said, the first pair that I had gotten were these, and I really like them a lot. The color is really nice. I like the kind of design on the front. It's comfortable, and just everything about it is pretty great. I even like that they use these different material of shoelaces, which almost look like ropes, and it kind of matches with this pattern on the front. So these were really great. No complaints about these. I like them a lot, and very nice, very comfortable. Anyway, so that brings me to the other pair. So after I had a really good experience with this one, I thought, oh, these are cute, they're comfy. I want to get another pair of Huaraches. Also because, I mean, I have a couple pairs of Nikes, but it's really one of the first times where I got a pair and I really fell in love with them and thought, I'm not one to buy the same thing in multiple colors, but for these, the design of the sneaker is really like, my aesthetic, so I just thought I'll get another one. So then I thought, oh, let me look around and see what else they have. And I found the all black, which as soon as I saw them, I'm like, yes. Like, all black sneakers are great. They go with everything. They can be dressed up, dressed down, like whatever you want to do. And these were perfect. And I looked on the Nike website and I saw like someone wearing them and I thought they look amazing. So I will get them as well. And I did. And as soon as I tried them on, they felt and fit just as good as these. So I thought straight away, like, oh, you know, these sneakers are great. I really love them. Huaraches are comfortable. Everyone should get them. And especially because before I got this pair, I was like, Huaraches are ugly. I'm not a fan. And then I got them. And then I was like, oh, even though Huaraches are ugly, I guess these are okay. The Ultras are fine. I'm really glad I got them. And then by the time I got this pair, I was like, whoa, Huaraches are really like fly, like they're really cool sneakers. And then I was like, oh, I take back everything I said. I really love Huaraches actually. These are great and they're comfortable, etc., etc. So I went on and on about it. Then I wore them, these, for the first time. And the first day I wore them, everything was going great until I wore them to work actually. By late afternoon, I started to feel this like kind of weird sensation on the back, right above my heel. You know, that delicate area between your ankle and your heel. And it's also a very thin area of your foot. And I thought, this is weird. It wasn't hurting, but it was kind of like a burning sensation. I was like, what is this? These shoes are comfortable everywhere else, but what is this feeling that I have on the back? And then after, I was like, oh, I think it's this thing, this strap on the back. That's weird because my other pair doesn't do that. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to wear these the next day. And then after that, I was kind of afraid to wear them because obviously if you wear comfortable shoes or shoes that you thought were comfortable, they turn out to not be comfortable, then you're hesitant to wear them again. Also because you don't want to have like a callus or blister or bruise or anything like that. Is callus a word? Callus is a word. I don't know if it's the word that I was looking for, but let's just say blister. Anyway, so then I thought, what am I going to do? I just bought these. I spent a lot on them. And I've already worn them, so I can't return them. So what's the right answer? So then I decided, you know what I'll do? I'll stretch them. But because I don't need to stretch this part or the shoe itself, I really just need to stretch this part on the back. I was looking on YouTube to see like, oh, what have people done? Even before I thought of the idea of stretching, I'd look to see like how are people dealing with their huaraches, because I have seen a couple of reviews where people were like, oh, actually they're not the most comfortable, or if you don't get the right size, blah blah blah. And I followed all the advice. I sized up, I made sure that it was one that fits my feet really well, but then I got caught with this back strap issue. So then I saw a guy in a video, he literally cut them off, and I can be a hasty person sometimes, so I was like, I'll just cut them off, like, you're not gonna ruin my sneaker experience, you backstrap. But then I was like, no, but then this is also part of the aesthetic of the sneaker, and I really like the whole package of it. How can I fix this? So what I did was, instead of cutting it, I kind of like folded down this part in the back like that, and then began just with my hand stretching. It's hard to show now, but I was doing something along the lines of like this. And then I thought, okay, I'm not going to be able to do this all the time every day myself, and I can't hold it for a long period of time, so what will I do? I'll take stuff and put it in there to stretch this strap on the back, which is really the tight part that's causing the friction on the back of my ankle. And so what did I do? I took a lint roller, I took a hairbrush, I took leg warmers, all sorts of different things, and stuffed it in this area in between to expand the back strap for a while. And then I put it next to my heater, because I know that heat kind of helps when you're trying to change the shape of something. And yeah, I left it for a day or two, and then when I took all the stuff out that was like stretching this back, because this is quite a tight, there's a lot of resistance in this strap at the back in the band. So after I took all that stuff out, then I noticed the shape of it changed a bit and it got quite broader. Don't go overboard with what you're putting to stretch, because then, yeah, you might also distort the shape of the shoe. So just be careful that you're stretching it in the natural form that the strap takes. And then I was like, okay, I've got to wear it to test it out again. And I did that to both sides. And then, yeah, the next time I wore it, no problems. And it fit amazing and it felt quite good. So what I would say to people is, yes, of course, one, go a size up. But two, if you find that even with the size up and everything feels fine except for this strap on the back, then find a way to stretch it. And sometimes you don't even have to put anything in it. What I did initially a few times was just to hold it and stretch it to the furthest that I could. Of course, be careful with it so you don't like let go of it and it stings you, because it's almost like a rubber band effect. And yeah, and when you're stretching it, just don't pull like a crazy person. Like if you have super strength or you like go to the gym and work out a lot, like be cautious on how you're stretching it so you also don't break it or damage the shoe. But stretch it just enough where, this is gonna sound weird, but the Nike on the back, when you've stretched it enough, you'll know, because then while it's stretched, I don't know if you can see, but you'll be able to see that the glue that holds the Nike, well, the Nike word to the elastic starts to show. It's not going to come off if you don't stretch it too much, but it will, yeah, show that you have stretched it enough that you can see. And then when you let go of it, you see it disappears. So it's not aiming to damage the shoe, it's just to make it a bit more comfortable in the back. So yeah, that worked out quite well. So I wore it today for like 8 hours, felt amazing, super comfortable. So I should probably try them on. These, I hope that I can show. This is what they look like on. I know I'm in this super awkward position, but they're really, really comfortable and like so sleek. I really love them. So quite happy that I got them and that I kept them and that I figured out a way to make it work, and I hope that advice helps someone else. So yeah, now I have these two pairs. It's funny that I ended up with these because initially what I wanted was this pink Huarache. It's like a millennial pink, which is apparently now one of my favorite colors. And I've never been a pink person traditionally, but they don't have it in an ultra color. They don't have the color in the ultra style is what I meant to say. It's only in the original. And what I noticed from the original is that the strap on the back is even worse than this. It is even tighter. It's sometimes even looks like a different material, which I think would be even more difficult to stretch. And the style of the regular ones also is not something that I like. I really prefer this ultra look. So I'll just stick with these for now. If they ever come out with a millennial pink Huarache Ultra, then sure, I'm there, but this is good enough for me for the moment. So hopefully this review was useful. Yeah, and I'm really quite happy with the shoes. So even though I had a little bit of stress with this one, trying to figure out how to make it more comfortable, in the end it was worth it because it didn't take much effort just to stretch this strap on the back, and the rest of the shoe fit perfectly, and I'm glad I didn't have to cut it off. So worked out pretty well, I would say. Anyway, that's it. So good luck if you're getting Huaraches or any other pair of Nikes. I fully endorse these, and you know, if you follow those steps, going a size up, stretching out the back band if there's any issues, not all of them are like that. As I said, this one, same size of the other one, and there was no issue with the back band. I guess it just varies from one model to the next, so quality control, hey? Anyway, that's it for now. Okay,